Hi, everyone. Welcome to September of 2024. I know. How did we get here? Holy cowabunga. This year has just simultaneously flown by and taken forever. I don't know how to work with that. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Anyway, September. Wow. Okay. So, in the English language, September kicks off the Burr months: September, October, November, December. And where I live, November and December really are like burr kind of months. It gets cold. Um, so, September, we have so much to talk about, but I'm going to try to make it as bite sized pieces as I can. So, we start the month, now we're in Virgo season, and September is split by Virgo because the sun usually changes signs each month around the 20th, 22nd, somewhere in there. So we spend about 2/3 of the month in one sign, and then we hit another sign the other third of the month. So we're in Virgo season now. And then later in the month, I'm not sure the exact date. Like I said, it's around the 20th. We move into Libra. So with September beginning in Virgo season, we have a new moon in Virgo because new moons are always in the same sun sign that we're in. So the second or third, depending on where you live in the world, we'll have a new moon in Virgo. And new moons are awesome for starting a new chapter. It's like a blank slate. So we're starting the month with a blank slate, and I love that journey for us. We're going to take a look a little bit here in this reading. I don't want it to go on too long, but I will do a separate reading specifically for the new moon and then one specifically for the full moon during the month. So stay tuned for those. The full moon, speaking of, is a super full moon eclipse in Pisces. So everybody take a deep breath. Here's why. The full moon will always take place in the opposite sign of the sun sign that we're in. So 12 zodiac signs, each one has an opposite sign. And the opposite of Virgo is Pisces. So earth and water are always opposite, fire and air are always opposite. So with this energy, super full moons we're already crazy at the full moon. So the super full moon and it being an eclipse, cowabunga. So we'll do its own dedicated reading because it deserves that um, later. But for now, we'll see what comes out during the reading. But for now, just note that'll happen around the 17th or 18th of September, again, depending on where you live in the world. So this month, especially the first 20 days ish of the month, we're in Virgo season. So Virgo's an earth sign, awesome to get rid of any clutter or anything that's not working because Virgos, I love you, you know I do. Virgos are perfectionistic. So paying attention to those details and tweaking, making little tweaks. You don't have to make big changes, but like just little quarter turns. And it's like, oh, there we go. Perfect. So detoxing, releasing the past. It's a good time to physically declutter your life. So physically getting rid of stuff that doesn't serve you, rehoming it, or if it's broken, throw it away. If it can't be fixed, throw it away. Or repurpose it, upcycle it, whatever applies. The new moon in Virgo, because we're kicking off the month with it, really there's a couple ways you could look at this. On one hand, there's a lot of Saturn and Pluto energy going on right now because they're making some moves this month. I'm not an astrologer and I don't play one on TV, so feel free to find your favorite astrologer and find out what that means. Just know that Pluto is death, rebirth. It's Scorpio. It rules Scorpio. So death and rebirth energy, the death card in tarot. Awesome energy. It's the Phoenix. It's pretty cool. It's great to work with. So getting rid of what doesn't work to make room for what does. That's great for this new moon. And Saturn is a planet that is the ultimate taskmaster. It rules Capricorn. Capricorns, I love you, I do. But if there's anything that Saturn does well, it's hold us accountable and makes us learn lessons. And we're just going to repeat those lessons until we learn them. So work with that energy. So even if you're making your new moon wishes, manifestations, etc., and Saturn's holding you back, like, are you sure you're ready for that? Did you learn everything? Really check on that. Okay. So it's a great time. Don't think that it's not a great time. Like, oh, what's the point then if Saturn's just going to be here hammering away? Saturn's a teacher. It just wants us to learn so that we can move forward and that we can fully embrace the good stuff that's coming in. So with this new moon, again, I'm not going to go into it too much, but we'll touch on it a little bit since we are kicking off the month with it. You can make a plan. And I say that with a grain of salt because Virgo, I love you. Virgos are fabulous. They're earth signs. They're really great at making a plan and they really want to stick to it. But if it's not perfect, then they might not implement the plan until they're absolutely sure. So don't be afraid to take some risks. Just kind of let that energy simmer a little bit. And, don't let it bring you down. Still get into your new moon manifesting, do your thing, all the great stuff. And using that full moon energy will be awesome to let go of any limiting belief systems that are like, oh, what's the point? Or if it's not perfect, it's never going to work. I'm not going to do it. Or I thought I had the perfect plan and something went haywire. So insert negative thoughts here. Clear, cancel, delete. Let it go. Under the full moon, it'll be a great time to evaluate what's working and what's not, and just to make that little tweak. Because then we're going to hit Libra season and you'll be fine. So, make your plan. I know, man plans, God laughs, right? But not necessarily. It's more like you make a plan, and nobody ever says that old adage when stuff works. It's only when things don't work. And that's really getting into victim mentality. So let that go. Make your plan, adjust the sails if you need to. It's cool. So that's a good way to use these two moon energies in Virgo and Pisces, because again, remember they're opposite signs, to your advantage. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at overall energy for the month for you. And I'm also going to pull specific cards around career, love, and whatever else might come out. Definitely healing, because hi, Willow Tree Healing. It's what we do here. So where's your opportunity for healing? I've got some new decks that I'm really excited to play with. So yay. All right. So let's see what's going on. Let's get started. All right, Scorpio. Let's do this. Again, this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates. If it doesn't work, don't shoehorn yourself into a reading. You're not the type to do that. I just feel like I need to say it. Here we go. Woo! Oh, the Fool. Well, hello. Hello, Scorpio. What you starting? What new beginning you got going on here? Oh, well, you might feel a little conflicted about it. Or there might be some people around you who aren't real happy about it. I'd like to remind you, or if you're new here, hi again. The best piece of advice I ever received was that not everyone needs to know everything that's going on in your life. And a lot of that is because not everyone has your best intention at heart. They only have their own. So it's okay to keep some things to yourself. It's okay to embrace some of that dark, brooding, I'm Batman Scorpio energy that you do so well. Um, it's okay. Not everybody needs to know. They don't need to be in the know. Just let them go. If they're not supporting you, this is a theme. I'm sensing it already with the readings. Virgo and Libra both got this. So we're just continuing along the thread here, Scorpio. There's something here about not everybody can come with you on your journey as you evolve, which is the exact reason that we incarnate here on planet Earth. Giant school that it is for our souls, soul school. We are here to evolve. And people will be in the boat with you until it is time to go your separate ways, and then they have to go get in a new boat. So with the Six of Wands, they might make you feel a bit defeated, especially if you're going against the grain. If you're going against programming, belief systems, things that you were told, this is the only way to do this. This is the only way it can be done. Yeah, forget that nonsense. No judgment. No judgment. That's not always what judgment in reverse means, but it's coming through very, very loudly. No judgment. Release judgment on yourself and others, because people can only give advice or act from a place through their own filter of experience. It doesn't mean it's right for you. It doesn't mean it's wrong for them. It might be perfectly right for them. I'm reminded of a time when, we'll just say more than 20 years ago, when I was starting college, very green, very fresh, out the box here. But my parents, God love them, they had never been to college. So they didn't know how to advise me. They advised me from their own filter of their, at that time, 40 some years of experience on this planet, where they had seen the world through their eyes. And at 18, I was very willing to listen to them because they're my parents and they're supposed to be steering me in the best possible direction. Well, now 40 some year old Kelly would go back and tell 18-year-old Kelly that's bullshit. So, Scorpio, I'm here to tell you, you can follow your own path. That is exactly what you should be doing. If it makes you happy, makes your heart sing, look how happy she is. Look how happy. Go do it. Don't let somebody's dusty ass energy tell you how to live your life. And I feel like I can talk to you like that, Scorpio. With the Ace of Swords, it's like, I don't know what to do. I know that something's got to give. I'm on the precipice of something new. I'm ready. This phoenix is rising from the ashes. Here we go. But I'm not real sure which way to point my arrow. Okay. Let's explore, shall we? I'm not leaving you hanging. Don't worry. We're going to get, energy here and advice. So the energy of the star in reverse, it's not what you were hoping for. Things haven't turned out the way that they were supposed to. This bright, shiny star of you graduate from high school, you go to college, you find yourself a husband, and you get married and you have kids, and that's it. I was supposed to live happily ever after until I didn't. Until circumstances were such that I was not prepared for. And the answer that I was given was figure it out. Okay. So I did. And I went against the grain. And that was not well accepted at first. But I did what I had to do because this star in reverse here, yeah, I had to figure it out. What do I really want? Instead of what I was told I should want, I let people should on me. Don't let people should on you. I had to figure it out. I had to figure out where my arrow was pointing, where I wanted to go, how I wanted to show up in the world. There you are, Scorpio. It is time for you to show up in the world. What does that look like? Only you know. But since there's movement energy here, we're going to go with no, that's half the deck. Sacred Traveler. Stop it. Deck. Excuse me. One moment. Okay. Sometimes you got to whip the deck back into shape. There's so much energy. It's got to clear. Okay, that's better. All right. Crossing bridges. I think it was Virgo got this as well. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. And the beautiful thing is, look at the Fool and the Figure on this card. They're both going the same direction. So you're crossing this bridge. And the beautiful thing about bridges, you can destroy them after you've crossed them, never to be heard from again. That's totally fine. Or you can rebuild them later if you so choose. But you're crossing a metaphorical bridge here from one way of being into another, from one chapter into the next. And yes, as typical tarot readings go, they're both looking to the left, which is to the past. Maybe there's something you always wanted to do. It's time for a do-over. Ooh, there it is. There it is, Scorpio. It's time for a do-over. So though we can't physically go back to another time, unless you're a time traveler, in which case, awesome, let us know. How do you do that? But you can start where you are and write a new chapter. Maybe you're going back to school for the thing that you always wanted to go, because there's something about school here, Scorpio. I'm just taking the top. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Yep, there we go. Looking to the left again. So starting over. There's a huge starting over energy. So you can start from where you are and write a new chapter, have your beginning anytime you choose. If it's with the beautiful new moon that starts at the beginning of this month, awesome. It can be anytime. Just like I say with full moons, it's a great time to release, but it's always a great time to release. The full moon just reminds us to let it go. So it's a great time to start something new. Ooh, Scorpio. All right, well, what is it? I'm feeling the spellcasting deck here. All right. Strength. That's a beautiful card. Strength. Finding your inner strength. Finding the strength to do this. The kahunas to go ahead and do this. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. So this is the Soul Truth Oracle. And what fell out? What am I most afraid of losing? So are you holding yourself back from this because you're afraid of losing someone, some things, some stability, security, family, friends, an identity? Maybe that's it. Ooh, okay, let's read. As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was. I love when Spirit confirms the reading. Like I said what I said. Channel it. Okay. To make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, that's the full leap of faith, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? This is mindset. This is belief system. Woo! All right. Action step. Name the fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Figure it out, right? Find a solution. You have everything you need within you, Scorpio. You got this. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. She is lifted, and gender is neutral here, but the depiction on the card, lifted, heart open, spine straight, looking up like, I have infinite possibilities. I am a certified infinite possibilities trainer. That's all about mindset. So if you'd like to explore that, let me know. Today's mantra: I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved. I am safe. I belong. I am accepted, is what that is. So I am is a powerful statement. I say it all the time. I am is a powerful statement. You are who and what you choose to be. How you choose to show up in this world is up to you. Always. Take back your power. Own that, Scorpio. Woo! Massive. All right. If this is a love relationship, this is romantic. This is the love story oracle. Gifts. Ooh, gifts. So embracing your gifts. Maybe this is a gift. This new beginning. This, maybe it's a breakup, or maybe you meet someone new, or you have the opportunity to heal your relationship. There's a gift here. Gifty from the universe. Respect. Yep. Mutual love and respect. Ooh, and passion. Spicy, Scorpio. Of course, of course. You're a very passionate sign. Very, very passionate. Every Scorpio I know in Scorpio rising, very passionate. So embrace that passion. And what I'm seeing here is teamwork too. So teamwork makes the dream work. Working together through this, having that person who holds space for you is a beautiful gift. Ooh, Scorpio, I love it. Yay. I don't feel like I need to pull about career because it doesn't feel, I'm not getting a whole lot of that. But if it is career related for you, if you're starting something new in a career, if you're starting over on a career path, the school thing is coming up intuitively for that. And it doesn't have to be formal schooling. It could be an online course, a webinar, CEUs, that your employer sends you to or reimburses you to do, reading a book, getting new experiences if you're a hands-on person. A lot of career centers and libraries have various adult kind of classes. And adult learning is basically anyone over the age of 25. So don't be offended by that. But like learning a new skill set to bring to your current position, or if you're starting over, or if you're retired and you're like, well, I need something to do with my time. Taking that skill set, maybe you were an artist and now you can teach art, whether formally in a school or through the library system. Just having art classes, stuff like that. Infinite possibilities. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much for being here and for joining me. I wish you a fantastic September. I will see you next time. Take care.